Okay, welcome back to Talking Racine for the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jim Spodek,
Doc.
Dr. Ken Jorgen, and our usual compadre is obviously absent. We lost George. It's only been about a week and a half.
Right after Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since I'm moving down to Kentucky before too long, and Jim's is tired of all the bullshit. This is going to be our last episode, so we're just going to kind of bring you up to date a little bit about what's going on, what's planned for the future for Talking Racine and for us, and we're going to say a few nice words about George.
Mm-hmm.
You got some nice words to say about George?
Well, I don't want to. He doesn't have an obituary out yet, but I always say George was like an adventure. I mean, it would be like week to week. What are we doing now, George? And the guy loved Racine. He really did. And we had wanted to change directions a few times. But George said, let's stick to Racine. We can turn this city around,
Yeah, he was pretty stalwart on that.
Yeah.
We can turn this town around.
Because we had other opportunities, to move into different venues or ideas. And, we stuck with Racine because it's 5 years.
Yeah, well, we tried turning it around, but I don't know. Who had the steering wheel?
I don't know.
It's like,
there was no steering wheel in this town.
not even a tiller.
But, Talking Racine, it may end here. It's 5 years. And, part of it is technology's changed. There's Zoom and there was a Skype. And none of that was around when we started this.
No.
We did a studio. And the commitment is, for George and Doc, to do a commitment of 5 years, amazing, really. And there's no benefit other than each week we would put a show on.
Yeah.
Financially, it certainly wasn't.
No, you invested a little bit. I don't think I got about $5.18 invested.
But all in all, it was. And things have changed, and even with personally, it's not over. We're gonna. I want to do some Zoom stuff. We're gonna kind of, I guess, recalibrate, or what do you?
Recapitulate.
Something.
Give up again.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be sending you some tapes every once in a while from Kentucky. What's going on over there? So, you've seen all these homestead videos that they're out there.
Yep. You should talk a little bit about what
nothing going to be like that for me.
But you should say you got a beautiful place you bought down in Central Kentucky.
Yeah, I don't know how much you people know about my personal life, and quite honestly, I don't care. But I got married about a little over a year ago. I got married on Election Day, November 3rd, 2020. And we decided that we were going to move out of Racine because we just don't like the cold weather. It's just, and taxes are high, and the benefits just aren't there for retired people anymore. So I've always wanted to get back out into the country. I've lived out there before. So we found a little 20-acre place, and it's mostly vertical. It's about the size of a football field is flat. But that's okay. There's a pond on it, and it's forested, and there's a little cabin up on the hill, and there's a relatively new house down in the bottom by the creek. So we're happy as clams about the idea of getting down there and just spending however much time we got left. Who knows? We might get down there, and 6 months later we're having to move because the road is a little rough.
Yeah.
The road is a little rough.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it, I
think.
think.
It keeps the trash out.
Right.
It's like nobody's going to wander back there just by accident.
Right. Well, no, I know that's what you wanted to do, and myself, I've always kind of wanted to expand Talking Racine into a little bigger venue. So I think now with the technology, I want to change some things around, but I'm not going away. And I want to bring in guests on Zoom, and we've made a lot of contacts all over the state.
Yeah.
And down even in
Ohio, yeah.
Where they wanted us to come down there and do a show. But
maybe we should do that yet someday,
yeah. But it's not, it's actually some opportunity here, and I hate to say that on top, but Doc and George leaving us, but there is opportunity sometimes in situations that
Well, I gotta tell you, you've gotten pretty good with doing interviews, and that's a real skill.
Yeah.
That's something that you've developed over the years, and
Right.
I think you're doing a real good job with it, and that bodes well for the future of whatever kind of broadcasting you want to do. I can envision you as some kind of a freelance newsman, just roaming
Yeah.
around the state talking to people about
There's a lot of
various issues.
stories that aren't told. I mean, when you go into the regular newspapers and the regular news, television news, or however you get it, there's a lot of stories that aren't told, or the full story isn't told, and that's kind of where I like to go. Into that.
What was that? What was the thing that was on Sunday mornings? On the road was it
Oh,
Charles
yeah,
Corot?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and he was fun. I liked him. I watched.
I got a
him.
camper you can buy real cheap.
That's okay. No camping for me. I'm sticking to hotel rooms.
I can see you and Teddy out there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good run. We had, and I had a lot of fun with it. We had some great episodes. I still remember the one coming out of the outhouse, and you were looking for the ethics committee.
Yeah, they moved the meeting?
There was some great stuff.
Yeah, we did have some fun.
Yeah,
and
we
I
did.
think we brought some issues to the fore that probably not
Right. They were
not
really
going to
good.
be broadcast by anybody else,
No.
I mean, the Machinery Row thing, that was just a big cover-up.
Yeah.
We were the guys that really started talking about Foxconn, too.
Yeah.
And,
Well, we were the first ones. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, we really had the cutting edge of Racine. Racine is in their politics is really small potatoes in a lot of ways. Racine now, though, in the rest of the state, now they're looking at Racine. So it may be a good opportunity now for some of the other individuals. I mean, I just got contacted by somebody by Madison today.
Mhm.
So, interested in some of the things of what's going on with open records in Racine. Apparently they filed open records and aren't getting them. So
Really?
surprise.
Huh.
I thought it only happened to us.
That's a first.
So it really is. I think we've got some good things coming. And Doc, I wish you all the luck. And
thanks. You too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's been a ball for 5 years.
It
Well,
is.
we've been friends for longer than that. This
Right.
was just kind of a sort of a fluky thing that
Yeah, well,
sort of developed.
yeah,
and
it was kind of-
developed a life of its own. But
It did.
it's been fun visiting with people.
yeah,
For 5 years every Monday morning.
yeah.
We know you're out there, and
And
we
you're not going
appreciate
away,
your company.
so I will make sure that you get contacted. We still got your subscribers and the Facebook connections and the website. So all that, once we start getting this back, give me about a month or so, and we'll start some. We'll start to see where we're going. We'll get the message out to you.
Yeah, what you need is a hot young babe who's sitting at the table.
How many
with
people told me that? Get some women.
I
on
know,
there.
I knew it.
Get some women. Anyway.
Well, that's about it, I guess.
Yeah, that's it.
It's really been fun. It really has.
Yeah, I want to
And
thank you all too for all the support.
Absolutely. Without it's worth doing, but it makes it so much more worth doing when we know that you're out there watching.
Yeah.
And so, have a good life. We'll be in touch.
Thank you.